All right, welcome back. We are going to talk a little bit about Shadow Health. So here is how you will get onto Shadow Health. You are going to click on this link and it'll ask you to sign in. So for you to register as a student, you're going to click Student Account and it'll ask you to enter your PIN. And the PIN is right here. So you're going to highlight and copy the PIN. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did that on purpose. I'd like to tell you that. So that you make sure that you leave out the January part. And then you will put in your information and register an account. Okay? And this is how you enroll into Shadow Health and how we can make sure that you are completing your assessment information. And I have access to Shadow Health as well, and I can go into all of your accounts and see your progress and give you feedback, maybe give you some tips on how to adjust some of your approaches to the patient. So Shadow Health is really great. I'm really excited for you to use it. And as we get into the content, I will show you how we are going to be utilizing Shadow Health. So here's our content wall. This is the overview of our course. So this is a graduate level focus of advanced health physical assessment. So we're going to discuss how to provide a comprehensive history, physical, and psychological assessment for head-to-toe special populations and also focused but comprehensive exams for each body system. So it's very important that you understand your pathophysiology when you are coming into this course. For those who maybe took it a while back and you say, oh, Denise, I don't remember, or you're taking it simultaneously, make sure that you have your patho book nearby, because understanding the pathophysiology of a disease or the pathology or the physiology of a body system will help you understand how to approach your history and physical. So our getting started page just shows you the course information. And here's our syllabus. And the books we'll be using are Bates' Guide to Physical Examination, and then the Disaster Nursing and Emergency Preparedness. And for those who say, man, why is that book in every course? Part of the QSEN competencies on making us all better nurses is embedding very important educational pieces. And one of that is disaster management. Just because, as you can see on the news, when we do have disasters, healthcare is not mobilized as quickly as it should be. So the hope is that if we embed it in every piece of education we give, at some point we're all going to be awesome at it. Obviously, there's more to that, and I invite you to look at the QSEN competency website. Linda Cronin-Wett, who is an amazing nurse, you can look at her information as well. So as we go into, we talk about the resources. Here are different APA style abstract examples. I invite you to look at this because, as you can see, there are templates for you to be writing your APA papers. So there's no excuse for improper formatting. But if you do have questions, again, please reach out to me. I want you to succeed as a student. So in Module 1, we're going to be discussing the health history and interview. This is the most important piece of advanced assessment. And that is because, and this is not an exaggeration, 90% of critical thinking that goes into your differential diagnosis or plan will come from the history of the disease, the history of present illness, and history from a patient. So yes, the physical exam is quite important. Labs are important, imaging is important, but the health history is king. So what I'm trying to say is, for those of you who have providers that you say, man, they barely even listen to my heart, I can say that they are quite confident in their skill because of the history they take. However, it is still negligent. You should take an awesome assessment because you will learn a lot from it. So Module 1, we're going to be discussing the health history and interview. And one thing that's really important is the history of present illness, and I want you to focus on that as you go through chapters 1 through 3. So they talk about old carts, and I use that every day for every single patient I have. And there's a little piece on it in the book. And I will be happy to also show you a really cool activity that I made that discusses old carts. So that's coming up this week. All right, so Shadow Health. I'm signing in, and I'm going into our course. And here it breaks down all the different labs that you can do. And each week you're going to be assigned an activity that you're going to complete in Shadow Health. So for Module 1, you are going to write a reflection essay of your experience with Shadow Health virtual assessment. So you're going to complete, the tutorial and the health history and assessment. So here is the health history assessment, and here is the orientation. And I can see how you guys work. I'm going to click on here because I have no students' names on here, and it will show me your name, if you've completed it, if you haven't started, or if you're in process, your score compared to the national average, and the breakdown from there on. And this is helpful for me that I can give you feedback, or if you say to me, I'm really struggling with my history, we can work on that together. So this is a really cool assignment, and I'm going to show you as a student how it looks. So you want to make sure that you are set up for this, and when you make your account, Shadow Health will go over what computer programming that you will need. Okay, so that is Shadow Health. Oops, sorry. Okay. The next piece to discuss are the discussion questions. So each week you are going to have a discussion board, and I am going to post one. I always post something at the beginning of the week. My first discussion board question, I will post as if I were a student so that you can kind of see my expectations on the discussion board. And then later on, I am going to show you how I grade and using the rubric so that you have a good understanding of what you should expect from your grades. So here is the graduate discussion question rubric. Everybody has access to it, and this is the breakdown. As you can see, there are a lot of points awarded to content of your initial thread, so making sure you're very thorough. And that, in a nutshell, is our course. Every week I will post new information, so please look out for the news. I look forward to guiding you through this class, and if you have any questions, again, please reach out to me.